What's up, tribe? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video because I just got off the phone and I have some piping hot tea just for you. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button because you will like this video. I just got off the phone with my source in the Real Housewives of Potomac camp, and baby, they gave it all to me. Now, what you may or may not have been paying attention to is over the last couple of days, CandiaceDillard from the Real Housewives of Potomac has started sending out these tweets, okay? Now, a lot of people were speculating whether the tweets were about Monique Samuels. Now, we'll get into the history of the two of them in a moment. But what I found out, or what we found out, again, watching Twitter, is that Monique was saying it can't possibly be aimed towards me because she does not exist to me. Bloop. Now, let's talk a little bit about the history of Candiace and Monique. For those of you who do not watch The Real Housewives of Potomac, Candiace and Monique are both housewives that are on the show. They started off as pretty good friends. They seemed to hang out. They had things in common. They were both new kids on the block. And so they sort of bonded on that. Last season, though, things sort of fell apart with them. Things got a little vicious at times between the two of them. There was a lot of tweeting going back and forth, mainly coming from the CandiaceDillard side of things. And if you go back and look at my reviews, you will see how I even talked about the tweeting on as I reviewed the season last year. Now, when we got to the reunion, the two ladies seemed to have made some sort of truce with each other, even hugging at the end of the reunion and saying that they were going to get their friendship back on track. But no sooner did the credits roll on the reunion did we start seeing nasty tweets coming from CandiaceDillard once again. Inroads in our upcoming season that will be premiering in April, I believe. We started hearing stories about how the ladies still weren't getting along on set. Climaxing in an altercation, which we still don't have all of the details on. We probably won't get all of the details until the show airs. But what we do know is that charges were filed against Monique Samuels, which were later dropped. I believe that, well, I'm not going to speak on that. But with that being said, the two ladies have seemed to be sort of quiet as it pertains to speaking on each other over the last few months. What it seemed, though, was that now Candiace seemed to have her sights set on friends of Monique Samuels, and the tweets started becoming more about other people, not so much Monique. Now, it sort of piqued my interest because I was thinking, how these other people come into play to become a part of this story between the two ladies? According to my source, allegedly, the reason why Candiace's tweets have started revving up over the last few days have a connection to Atlanta. It seems as though this weekend there was a big premiere down in Atlanta that involved the Real Housewives of Atlanta and Will Packard. Monique was invited to the movie premiere. Candiace was not. Now, this is especially hurtful to Candiace because Candiace is from Atlanta, and it has bothered her that she has not been included in the friend circle, the clique that is the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and they were so open and welcoming Monique into the circle. You may remember back in December, Monique and her family were seen in vacation pictures with Portia, Dennis, and baby Pilar, and they were vacationing over the Christmas holiday, having a good time together. It seems as though Monique has been accepted among the Atlanta elite. We also saw pictures of Monique after this alleged incident, pictures of her with Dr. Simone from Married to Medicine, and they reached out and they spent time together. The two families spent time together. So this is something that seems to have bothered CandiaceDillard a lot. To add the icing on the cake, there was also a birthday party by Real Housewives of Atlanta friend of the show, Marlo Hampton. Once again, Monique Samuels got the golden ticket. Candiace did not. According to my source, Monique was not able to make any of these events because she and her family were under the weather over this last week. And if you go to her Twitter, that is confirmed by her tweeting out about her and her babies being sick and her tending to them in relationship to this whole Candiace mess anyway. So that much is confirmed. But Monique's presence was missed from the Real Housewives of Atlanta ladies by her being tagged in multiple pictures from these events saying, "We miss you, wish you were here, sorry you couldn't make it." According to my source, allegedly, it doesn't take much to get Candiace upset. She's been known to pull stunts to try to get more traction for her page, get more hype into her storyline, to get more press from the Real Housewives and the Bravo execs, even so much as being accused of posing as her own publicist and trying to plant stories. Didn't our president try that? He didn't get away with it either, girl. Now, all of this is alleged. This is what my sources told me. I will say that even though I will not be naming my sources are well placed within the Real Housewives of Potomac camp. With that being said, you guys tell me what you think. Does it sound like this is something that Candiace would get so upset about? Do you think that Candiace would involve other people if it didn't have anything to do with other people? Do you think that Monique is unbothered as I think Monique is? You tell me what you think. Drop it in my comments. Peace.